Okay, how you doing, guys? This is BullTradeFinder here. We're going over a webinar on how to find plays. Any questions asked will be answered. I'll try to answer them to the best of my knowledge. So here we go. So, scanners. Here are some of my scanners, obviously. On the top right, we have TradeIdeas, and on the bottom, across the whole bottom, we have Finviz. Now, Finviz is a free service with tons of options, and TradeIdeas on the top right is a paid service. Now, TradeIdeas is up to the second, plus they have so many other channels that they've created themselves that are top-notch. You can check the reviews, you can backtest them, see how they do. Finviz on the bottom, it's just a scanner really. There is definitely more options, but you can't really backtest them. Maybe if you buy the service, I believe you can. I haven't bought the service yet. I've only bought the service in TradeIdeas because I've heard so many good things about them, and as I started TradeIdeas, I've been up around $650 in the past 2 days. And this is on a $2,000 account, so $650 is pretty much 25% of my account. I've made over 25% in 2 days. So on the bottom, I have a pinch play scanner. You see my settings. This is more like a 1 to 2 week hold, but they have great upside. These are stocks that have been down and are way undervalued, maybe because of an offering, because of bad news, but still, they're undervalued, they're oversold, and they're still getting good amounts of volume and accumulating and consolidating at these areas before they blow up, such as ANTH, OPXA a while back, CLSN up 11 cents today. There's a lot of names that you'll see on this list. And the top right is my volume scanner. That is what I have going throughout the day. That's how I usually find plays. Finviz is more of a overnight hold for me, like swings or, like I said, 1 to 2 week plays. But they do indeed have great upside. That's why I like this scanner a lot. Gonna check and see if there's any questions. Okay. Then move on to the next. So Finviz, as I said, there's so many options for free service. It is definitely a great service. You can check the reviews on that too. The TradeIdeas owner, who is a very well-known guy, he actually seconds that Finviz is one of the best services out there other than TradeIdeas, and he really likes the site a lot. So on the charts that they show you, when you search up a stock, let's say if we search up OPXA, it'll show you a chart. It'll give you all the information, such as the float, the shares outstanding, their EPS for last quarter, anything you really want to do. I'll show you guys in a few minutes on that. It shows you the SMAs on the chart. It shows you, it's a full, I believe, 9 to 12 month chart. And then on the home page, it shows you top gainers of the day, top losers of the day, unusual volume, new high, new low. And then obviously we have the scanner page. There's a news page, but I believe you have to pay for that. And then my scanners on Finviz that I use are pinch plays, over average volume swings, and over SMA plays by like 1 to 2%, preferably the 50-day SMA and the 200 SMA. Now, my TradeIdeas. This scanner is great. It's definitely worth the money I spent for it. I really can't complain, and I know it's just going to be racking in more money for me. Obviously, it's not all about the scanner. You have to have a strategy for it, and I'll be onto that in a couple minutes. So, it's definitely one of the best paid services out there. You can check the reviews. I've heard so many good things about it, and as soon as I bought it, I've understood everything about the reviews that really made sense, because it really did. Computer. Now, this computer trades stocks during the day, and it's pretty unbeatable. It's actually pretty crazy how they made a computer that could trade stocks and actually profit pretty much on every single trade. The owner actually usually only plays on the Holly picks, and he's made a lot of money off of them. That's something very interesting about this, and definitely technology is going to be put into these new brokers like E-Trade, TD Ameritrade, Robinhood, all these. Sooner or later, we're going to be seeing computers doing the trading. Not literally doing the trading, but they'll be added to these brokers. And this is just a great start from TradeIdeas. Like I said before, it's up to the second screeners. They also have channels up to the second volume, up to the second maybe stock twits, relative activity on a ticker, as well as after hours channel, pre-market channel, a news channel, a technical channel, a volume channel. There's so many things that TradeIdeas offers. They also have usually daily webinar and lessons, such as this. They have screeners, which my favorites are my Gap and Go screener, which I've made, and my favorite is the volume scanner, which shows over 1,000% gains over a year, which I find pretty interesting. So far, it's really looking that way. As I said, I'm up around, I have 622. That's what I'm up. I'm up 622 in 3 days since I bought the scanner. And I'm not going to lie, the site is pretty amazing. So definitely something to look into. We also have a 15% off for the site if you go through our site and use our code. Now I want to go into the strategies. So you may find these stocks, but if you find them through the scanners, when do you buy them? When do you sell them? Which ones will run? And what will make it run? So now with this, you got to look for volume. You got to look for past news, see what's coming up. So, for example, ANTH. I found this because I know they have 3 newses in the next 3 weeks. So obviously it's going to run up a little bit. And I saw the volume on my volume scanner, it came up. So I bought it around, I believe it was 64 cents, and I sold at 73 cents this morning. So I knew when to buy on the volume, it was consolidating. And then I knew when to sell because of past resistances around 73 cents and 77 cents. So I knew 73 was a good hit to take my profits. And it broke through the resistance at 72, so I knew 73 was next. So which ones will run? It all matters on volume, upcoming news, past news, what's going on with the stock. So I knew RNN would run because they are running up for data. They have data by end of quarter 2. And they have, I believe, 2 to 3 data releases for different products different drugs they're making. I have to double check on that, but I believe I'm correct, 2 to 3. So obviously it should run up before data, and it's ran up from 0.20 to so far 0.43, making new all-time highs. I bought in at 0.34 actually, and I sold today at 0.42, and I made over $600 just on that. Now, I didn't really find this one on TradeIdeas, even though it did pop up on my screener, so I guess I did, but I knew about this one far before that. So realistically, I'm up over $1,300 in the week, other than my $622 on TradeIdeas, which is fabulous on a $2,000 account. That is over 60% of my account, from $1,000 to $2,600. It's pretty insane. So, how to find these plays? Cat B. For example, they have news coming. March 14th, I believe, was their ER they said they were going to do. And I knew after 1.40 it would break. And the next upside is $4 because they have a huge gap. It hit 2.75 today. So you really didn't know when this one was able to sell. It's more on the fact that you kind of knew when to buy off that 1.40 break or even sooner because it had more than average volume. That's something you definitely want to buy on, more than average volume. You want to buy at the supports on volume. You don't want to buy supports when there's only 5,000 volume compared to if they have 5,000 volume at the support, but they have 100,000 average volume usually in a day. You don't really want to buy on that. You want to buy around 20,000 volume there. You want to buy at least a fourth of the average volume on the support. Otherwise, there's a good chance it could fall through, such as SSH, where it just kept falling, low average volume, and it was still under low average volume at supports, and it would just keep falling down from 5 to now I believe 380. So definitely something. And when you get in stocks, you want to have stop losses. You don't want to just keep, let's say it doesn't do what it's supposed to do, which the market is tricky. It does anything it really wants, to be honest. There's manipulators, there's people who are profit taking, there's everything. So they're going to want to sell their profits and try to get your stop losses so they could take your shares. So definitely want to keep a stop loss. Preferably, let's say I buy RNN 10,000 shares at 0.35. So every cent I lose 100. I preferably don't want to. Actually, I'll do a better one. That one's a little hard to do a stop loss on. So let's say SKLN. I buy at 210, and I know support's at $2, and I buy, let's say, 1,000 shares. I'll be willing to lose 100, and I'll put my stop loss at around 1.98 because it'll hit 2 for sure, but 1.98 it'll probably maybe touch 1.99, and you still in, and it'll bounce off that support and go back up. So you want to set stop losses that 1 won't kill you if it actually does hit that stop, and 2 usually right under support because it'll usually bounce off the support, and you don't want to set it directly at the support, otherwise it's gonna hit it and you're just gonna lose the shares right there. So let me back out, let me see some questions. So mentioning what as percent gains, best case. I'm willing to answer questions now, guys, whenever you're ready for them. But definitely, don't want to buy stocks at supports that have no volume. It'll just probably keep running down. And you definitely want to buy stocks with upcoming news, especially in the pharmaceutical area of sector. So going through these scanners on TradeIdeas, I found CATB, I found RNN, I found ANTH, but I also knew about these before because I played these before. You also have to be able to know about stocks, have a wide range in your head. I mean, I could remember charts just by looking at the ticker. Like, if you tell me ANTH, I already know where it's going to be at. Because I've played these before. I know what they do. I know what kind of news they have coming up. I know all of that. That's just how my brain works out. I'm using TradeIdeas as my volume scanner. And I'm sorry for the delay. I do have a 10-second delay on, so the video will be working perfectly, but it shouldn't be much longer than that. And I'm using TradeIdeas for the volume scanner, Scott. Now going back to this. So here I just wanted to let everyone know that our Trade Ideas scanner is all in the description. You could click that and you could buy Trade Ideas 15% off from the original price using BTF15. Also, you can come join us for a free week in our chat room, get text alerts as well as obviously up to the second chat alerts in our chat. You can go to our site www.BullTradeFinder.net and you have a full week. By March 15th, we have at the end of March 15th, we have a promo code BTF10 for 10% off all memberships if you want to keep staying with us. But definitely come check us out. It won't hurt you, no doubt on that. You can learn a lot of things, and you can go on our website also, look in the subscription menu, and read the description of what you get with the subscriptions that you sign up for. Other than that, let's look here. Any questions? Now, Finviz show a live relative volume. I do believe if you buy it, it's up to the second, but I'm not sure. Here, I'll go to Finviz right now. Okay. So like I was saying before, top gainers on the front page. New high, overbought, unusual volume, upgrades, earnings, oversold, top losers. So look at all the options you have. You click all, and you could do all these. Now, like I said, I'll show you, we'll go to ANTH. So it shows you the chart, it shows you the SMAs, the 50, the 200, and the 20. It also has its own trend lines. This isn't for all stocks, but for some stocks they have trend lines. Now, you can see it shows the market cap, it shows the income, it shows the cash per share, the recommended to buy. Anything under 3 is a buy. Anything over 3 is a sell. When they have earnings. But this date's a little wrong. They already released earnings a week ago. Institution owned, insider owned, EPS this year, shares outstanding, short float, shares floating, target price. They have everything here. And then you can see the upgrades and downgrades, and you can see all the news. And then on the right, they have a stock twits feed. And then you can do weekly, monthly, daily, intraday. Now, I do believe, here I'll click on the elite, okay, so it does say real time if you buy, and it's only $24.96. I haven't bought it, but I wouldn't doubt it's bad, because it's a great site just by being free. I really feel there's no need for this. If you really want to spend money, I would do it on TradeIdeas. I believe there's so many more things on it that could really help everyone. So they do have backtest on Finviz if you buy. They do have real time. They have more advanced charts. I guess you could play around with it. So that's something good. And here's more things they put in. You could do more settings in the screeners. Okay. Finviz is not live. It's usually like a 5 to 10 minute delay, unless you buy for free. And relative volume definitely is a big key, and it is very valuable. I usually like to buy stocks over relative volume, because if they're getting volume, there's a reason why. It's not, I mean, it could be a pump and dump, you never know. But if you have a day trade, it could be a good chance to make some nice money there. So that, I'll show you guys TradeIdeas. and I'll show you guys my scanner. It's back tested around 45% win percentage. Anything over 40, in my opinion, is great. I've been trying to get it higher, having a little trouble there, but overall, okay, activating my account. Yeah, overall, I have over 1,000% gains over the next year, it says. So here are some of the channels, as you can see, up to the second here. This is the social media channel. This is the volume channel. A little slow here. It's loading up. So this is a volume channel, and then I'm going to go to my screener, load from cloud, volume runners, and now you're going to see a bunch of tickers pop up. So INTT, over relative volume 74, it's over 74 times the relative volume. CATB over 179 times the relative volume. That is just crazy. The volume in 1 minute percentage is over 12,000. See, it's just up to the second. I'm gonna go here. I'll show you my back test on it. This could take about a minute. I'm trying to get this scanner to 47.5% win percentage, but I'm very happy where it's at 45.4%, I believe. It's not, it is definitely about the win percentage, but you could lose on one stock $100, and then on the next you could win 1,000. So it all matters about the gains as well. I try to keep it even, high gains with a great win percentage. Yeah, CATB is way overextended. I didn't really expect it to go to 4, even though it didn't, but I didn't expect it to go this high either. It definitely shouldn't be this high. 2.75 was a little crazy. I mean, I would be okay with 2. It definitely got some volume. Okay, just waiting for this to load. As you can see, look at all these that are coming up. So I have it showing the symbol, the reason why it's coming up, the price, the volume percentage in 1 minute, relative volume for the day, volume percentage in 5 minutes, RSI, and floats, the float, and the change in 1 and 2% in the minutes. Okay, waiting for that to load. What do you mean at 50%? Oh, Holly is at 50% win percentage. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I'm trying to get mine over 47.5%. I'm currently at, it'll probably end around 45.4. I believe that's what it was, if I'm correct. Or 45.1. Yeah, Holly is definitely something out of this world, though. Winning 50% on every trade. I mean, winning 50%. That's 1 out of 2. Interesting. And you can see it just keeps going. Obviously, you have to look through them. Give them a minute. See what's really going. This one looks interesting. Just got over 1. Pull it up. Oops. So as you can see, I can make the chart bigger. Let me do that. So this is just one off the scanner. And I can make it 1 minute if I want. I can make it 1 minute. Let's see. Big volume right here. 68K volume right there. That's interesting. I have to check the supports on it. You can put tickers here. As you can see, the volume radar. Look at all these gainers, losers, options, sectors, active trading, biotechs, China, after hours, and then the owner's window. Okay, so 45.3% win percentage on a $25,000 account. It says at the end of the year you'll be at around 90,000. This is also by buying 2,500 shares. So let's see, at a 2,500 account, buying 1,000 shares. So from my 2,000 account, it says I'll be at around 50,000. Now, this is all on how you play too. It's not, you can't just totally rely on this. That's definitely what you can't do. Let's go to daily profit. Let's see what it shows. Look at these. Look at the calendar. And for different days, it shows you the backtest on it. So February 27th, it says I would have made $12,000 on $25,000. Now, you don't really know. It tells you the trades you would do. Let's see what we would lose here. We would lose from Parker, FLKS. Interesting. So this is definitely a great service. Like I said, if you guys want to check it out, yes, average gain percentage is important. So yeah, if you guys want to check it out, definitely look in the description. Here are the codes. I believe I put them in the description as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Is there any questions before I go? And also, you guys could also just check out the site. Hey, try the free trial on our chat room. It's definitely worth it. Ask questions. You could even follow our plays. I'll tell you why I bought it, why I chose it. So definitely do that. It won't hurt you. So might as well. Definitely check out TradeIdeas. See if it's in your budget. Use our code if you'd like. Use that site in our description for TradeIdeas to get you 15% off plus the code. And use our site, like I said, the 10% off for the month. I mean till March 15th. And if there's not any questions, guys, you can ask me on BullTradeFinder at StockTwits, and also BullTradeFinder at Twitter. And thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it, and have a great day.